The last 48 hours or so for Star Wars Hunters has been absolutely ridiculous in terms of news. And yes, I'm in a completely new setup because I've now moved in with my girlfriend, so you'll get a bit of a setup tour when I get to 5,000 subscribers, and I'll go through all of this once the room's a bit cleared up, as you see boxes in here. But I wanted to go over a lot of the news over the last couple of days. I'll probably miss stuff because last night in particular, or I should actually say 2 days ago, was just mental in terms of the stuff that we received. And then yesterday we got a brand new update to Star Wars Hunters, which is the official launch update. So there's been other things going on there as well. So I'm going to go over all of that today. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel to stay fully up to date with all things Star Wars Hunters. We are less than a week away from launch now, so be sure you don't miss out. But jumping straight into it, the first thing we had yesterday, to my knowledge, was the gameplay trailer for the launch of Star Wars Hunters that Zynga posted yesterday, which revealed some stuff regarding Aaron Tal. So straight away we get Aaron Tal gameplay, which is the first we've ever seen, and you can see here that he's using, well, based on this icon, he is actually using his ultimate. So for Aaron's ultimate, he'll jump up in the air and he'll use a flamethrower for a duration of time. It looks like he's also got another flamethrower ability, which I imagine might just be a bit of like a short jab or something, a bit like Boba Fett's melee ability in Star Wars Battlefront 2, where he'd just constantly like keep jabbing forward with the flamethrower. He's then also got two other abilities here and a jumping one. So the jumping one could be a bit like Reeve's Vicious Leap, where you hold in the jump and then you leap forward and you attack or do something. As for these two, I'm not really too sure. This could be like a bigger bolt, for example, a bit like a charged shot, maybe like Han Solo from Battlefront 2 as well. But regardless, this was really cool. We got to see some Aaron Tal gameplay for the first time ever. And this trailer also revealed some really cool skins for the game as well. So this is that leaping ability I was on about, which I think he naturally has. Then there's the ultimate. We then get to a section where it talks about customizing your hunters, which if you look at the skins, there's nothing new on Sentinel there, but I know Reeve here, for example, this one down here in the bottom left is completely new. We've never seen that before. And then for Amara Vex, this top skin here, this is based on an 8080 driver. If you couldn't tell, it looks incredible. Really cannot wait to get that one for myself. And there's also just this interesting one down here as well. I don't know what this is based on, honestly. So if anyone does know, let me know in the comments. But regardless, it looks really cool. I'm a big fan of it. And then in this trailer, we also see a skin for Aaron Tal based on an Endor Rebel soldier from episode 6, which if you look closely enough, you can actually see that his helmet is still on with like the front grille and everything. So they've integrated his Mandalorian helmet into an Endor Rebel soldier helmet, which I'm really excited to see how that actually looks from a front perspective. But that's really cool. And that's pretty much everything from that gameplay trailer. But then IGN came out and started talking about stuff. So they released a trailer on Vespara and what the arena actually is, and they're doing a Star Wars Hunters Spotlight thing this week, a bit like what they did for Jedi Survivor last February, where essentially throughout the whole month of Feb they released new articles and information about the game. This time it's within a week, so this one explained the arena a bit more and like who is in it and whatnot. So this is Balada the Hutt, who's the owner, and then this is Dak Dragus, who used to fight as well. So these two are essentially the ones that run the arena, so we'll probably never see them in game. Obviously we won't be able to play as them, but they are important figures to the story. But the main thing here is just the fact that it shows some really cool information about the game, and it's really worth listening to that video. And we've now also had an Amara Vex trailer as well with a spotlight, which actually you can see up here. That released today of me recording this, so as of this video going live was yesterday. And no doubt today we've had probably another character trailer as well, so be sure to check IGN's page for that one. But we'll be getting 4 of those character spotlight trailers plus this arena spotlight trailer as well, so there's a lot of marketing going on. And not only that, but then at 9 PM on May 27th, Zynga tweeted this sort of video clip of London, which you can clearly see by the Thames wrapping around here, and they just posted these Aurebesh sort of writing in, it was just 3 words, and thanks to the incredible investigative skills of Parallel, who's a fellow content creator, he actually managed to figure out where exactly this is, but using what 3 words, and he's actually managed to get a snapshot of a work in progress of the mural as well. So this will likely be going up in probably, well, the 4th of June, so next week, for the release of the game. time. I'm going to be in London next Friday, so I'm going to be sure to head over here and get a snap of it. But it looks really cool. They're also now doing one in Berlin and somewhere in the US as well. This is the Berlin one, which as you can see was tweeted 46 minutes ago as of me watching this, so they could very well have already now tweeted or will tweet very soon about the one happening in the USA as well, which I feel like will probably either be in California, probably LA or New York. So that's all of like the main big marketing things that have happened, which is just a lot anyway. I've been quite disappointed over the last like sort of 3 weeks or so because the marketing's felt quite lackluster, but I guess it's because they're just cramming everything into one big insane week, which definitely isn't necessarily a bad way to do it. By generating so much hype and just overall chatter around the last week before launch, I think it creates a big buzz to get people in early as soon as possible. So now that we're in this last week, I'm very excited for it. But in saying that, Star Wars Hunters actually got an update today as well, which for the actual game itself is the 1.0.0 release of the game. So it is the initial, very first released version of the game for global launch. Now I noticed this around 22 minutes past 2. In fact, it was probably about 2:15 that I noticed this, and then literally 30 seconds later I started seeing loads of other people talking about it. So pretty much as I went onto the App Store just to read things, the update came out, so that was a little bit crazy. So this was a bit of a story of me finding things out. So we found out that the update happened. We now know, as a result of data mining thanks to OneSpeed, that Arantal will be part of the Season 1 Arena Pass. So if you want to play Arantal at launch, you just have to buy the Arena Pass, which will no doubt be 1,000 crystals, which means you'll get Aaron along with tons of other cosmetics, assuming you grind for it. But Aaron will be at the #1 spot. And then from trailer footage on the App Store, we actually have a bunch of new cosmetics as well, mostly for Sentinel and one for Reeve. But you can see here there's a green camo Stormtrooper for Sentinel, which is awesome. This skin as well we've seen before, but we don't have a name for it yet, but it's just nice to see it in a much clearer light. But that's a really nice skin. There's also this sick, just red, like techie looking Stormtrooper helmet design as well. I'm really curious about this one because this reminds me a bit of Stormtrooper Mick from Scar Squad, but we'll have to wait and see. We've then also got a normal standard Snowtrooper, which I'm really happy about. The previous ranked season, we got the Beskar Buckethead skin, which was basically a Snowtrooper made of Beskar ingot. But now we have the normal Snowtrooper as well, which I'm very happy with. And then we have some new Reeve skins here with this gold one, and I think there are definitely more as well that I haven't picked up on here. And then finally, Arantal was spotted in the actual in-game store as well. He's not live and playable because he'll come with the Arena Pass, which is next week. But I and a few others had this insane bundle in the store, which was so nice. It's a Rally Master skin for Arantal based on ancient Mandalorian armor, so it's very like samurai-esque, and is actually inspired by the Mandalorian samurai-looking armor from Dryden Voss's office in Solo. And it looks like he's wielding EE4 blaster rifles there for his pistols, which is pretty cool. And then my brother then actually had this skin, which is the Clan Vizsla warrior skin for Aaron as well. I don't think many others had this skin that we were sharing, but my brother did, so that's also another very cool skin. And no doubt plenty more stuff has happened today throughout the last couple of hours, so it's worth keeping an eye on my Twitter and also joining the Ultimate Hunters Discord server, because in the leaks channel we've been posting loads of stuff to do with the game in there. There's a Ferrix based skin for Groz, there's a Minok looking skin for J3DI, and plenty of other things worth noting, as well as actually in those screenshots from the App Store, it looks like Hunter Fame levels are going to at least 74 for each character, which during the soft launch was only 25, so I am incredibly happy about this. So hopefully means we'll have a very long progression system for every single hunter, so the game will no doubt have plenty to launch with. And finally, I've just remembered as well, the new map that we keep seeing titled Loren is actually now playable in the game as well. I've seen people send screenshots of it playing it in the game. I don't know what the map's called because I haven't personally played it as of me recording, but it is now playable in the game for soft launch players as well, as we are now essentially playing the release version of it. But that is everything, I think, from the last couple of days. Like I said, more has probably happened over the last 24 hours from this video sort of being recorded to actually going live. So no doubt I'll have another video or two on the goings on around these things. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. But that is it from me today. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the force be with you always.